How long have you been taking shrooms?
Since 2015.
Well, how frequent do you take shrooms?
Bro, I don't do it 24/7. I kind of do it when I know I need some new downloads, or I know like it's some shit I'm trying to sort out, and I just can't conjure it up myself, so I need that extra boost. So bro, I would say like maybe every 2 or 3 months.
What about LSD?
I think they understand it's a war. We don't. So when you see your opponents getting sharper, like that shit may affect you. You know, you may get in your bag like, oh, look at these niggas trying to meet us where we at. And then you got other niggas that don't even know what's going on outside. So they just like, man, you're tripping. What the guns for? Yeah. The niggas that'll run in your fucking house tonight, that's what the guns for. Or them other motherfuckers who know what time it is. And when shit get cracking, we gonna see like, you know, who's unprepared, who get left, who last, who win, whatever.
Now, do you believe that you're a god?
Oh yeah, bro, I absolutely do believe that I'm a god, and I possess what gods do.
Now, at what point did the tattoos on the face come about?
I got my face tattooed in 2012 when I lost that job. That was the whole goal. Like basically, cause I ain't gonna lie, bro, I struggle with procrastination, and I know like I probably would have bullshitted on, if I hadn't looked like this, I would have bullshitted on entrepreneurship and probably just settled for another job, and none of this would be right now. So I got the first tattoo, bro, and that was just like my disconnect from corporate America. Like I remember just, cause like before I even met Nip and we developed a relationship, like I've been a fan of bro since 2009. And I just remember like running with that energy of, if we ever fuck with corporate America again, it's gonna be a partnership.
Describe myself in 2 words, rich and unemployed. These stones cost 2 birds. Let it count it when she bored. Deposit hit checks clearing, ayy, nothing void. I know that ain't my ex calling, null and void. Where we going? Money going up, money counting.
All right, welcome
my money going up.
to the Rich and Unemployed podcast, where we interview rich and unemployed people. And today we have a very, very, I guess, rich man. I don't know how much money he got, but I would say he's rich. Can you go ahead and introduce yourself, brother?
What up, y'all? I'm Lord Grace.
Lord.
And yeah, I would definitely say I'm pretty well off and unemployed. I wouldn't say rich though. I say well off and unemployed.
Well off.
I'm all right.
How long you been unemployed?
Since 2012.
Same for me.
Yeah.
You know we're the same age. I'm 33.
Oh, for real?
For sure.
Yeah.
Before we get started, make sure you guys like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys check out the website, www.richandunemployed.net, for the merch. Make sure you guys check out the Patreon as well for behind the scenes content and exclusive content. So let's get right into it, man. Bro, you're a very controversial guy. It's like you have no filter on the internet. You don't give a damn. This is just what I'm observing. You teaching kids how to shoot. You know what I'm saying? Like you wear a bunch of gold. So, well, first, what do you do? Let's get into that. What do you do?
Damn. Bro, well, I'm a best-selling author. I invented a board game years ago, in-home banking board game. I've taught courses, classes. I have like over 12 curriculums, a couple books under my belt. And I'm releasing a video game in a couple months, bro. So I'm kind of, not necessarily all over the place, but
you got a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I got my hands in several different places.
What do you actually teach people?
Bro, I just live by 4 things that I feel like every family in America should have. A lot of self-love, a lot of land, a lot of gold, and a lot of guns. So I would say if I had to bundle it up, I teach people the importance of family economics and just making sure that we keeping more at our table than we dishing out to anybody else's. And you know, how to shoot center mass, how to get a bunch of bricks of gold.
Let's talk about
rack up on the house.
Let's talk about this gold. What it is about this gold? Because you ain't got no diamonds. Like, I mean, you got to bust down.
I got a little something. For the most part, though, bro, I'm super heavy on the gold. I think at this point, I know I'm creeping up on 40 kilos. I know we passed 30. It's somewhere between 30 and 40. And bro, honestly, just learning from Killer Mike, learning from Nip, I just identified early on to leave the diamonds alone. And I want to say I'm not teaching nobody to be perfect, because like, you know, I believe in ratchet investing too. Like sometimes you just want to do some nigga shit because that's what you want to do. But for the most part, bro, I'm seeking out bricks of gold. If it ain't a kilo or better, we're not even touching it.
What's the overall goal though? What is this just to turn your cash into an asset?
Well, yeah, bro, just to have a universal currency. Just knowing that we have a form of currency that like we can pretty much go anywhere on the planet, and we're gonna be able to leverage some type of resources of power based off the fact that we got pounds and pounds and pounds of gold. And then also, bro, just it's several things you could do with it. From the example I just gave, you need to go somewhere, you need to leverage it, sell it, customize it. You can open policies on the gold and borrow against it. It's a lot of things you can do with gold, bro, that stretch way more than $1.
I know. That's why I got this
Right.
for them same reasons. I didn't want to get a bust down. I didn't want to get bust down anything. I did get a bust down Cartier. Then that was my first watch, and I was like,
I had one too, bro. I got rid of it.
yeah, I want to get rid of it, but it's like I got too much invested right now. It's like, damn, like when I try to go turn it in, they would try to give me like $12,000 less than what I paid for
Yeah,
it.
they tripping.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I might as well just keep it. But since then, bro, gold, Prezi, I got this, but I understand like this goes up. Since I bought it, this went up 10,000. This went up like another 10.
Yeah.
So I understand what you're talking about, though.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, to keep it real, I've only spent probably like 1.1 million on gold, but it definitely got an evaluation like 2.3.
Yeah.
So like when I get that evaluation, a lot of people get it misconstrued thinking we spent millions. Like, nah, we really only spent $1 million, but gold been doing what it need to do. So that million turned
Going
into
up.
2 million.
Now, I thought you was gonna pull up with the crazy look.
Oh yeah, no, bro, I'm traveling light.
Yeah.
I'm traveling light.
Conservative. Okay,
Yeah.
for sure. Now,
I ain't gonna lie, bro, too. I have my spine is like not perfectly aligned. So like I really, to be honest with you too, I really only throw those pieces on
for the camera.
as a showpiece. I don't wear that shit naturally. Like it's way too heavy. Way. Like one of them Cubans way too heavy.
This is too heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I take it off, I'm like from a long night, I'll be like,
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
That shit like not humanly
yeah.
healthy. And like people they just see it and be like, ooh, not knowing like, bro, when that camera go off, my motherfucking neck.
Yeah.
Headache for 2 days, all type of stuff. So yeah.
Now, is each one of them a kilo?
Yeah, bro. If it ain't a kilo, I don't even go under a kilo.
I got this.
I know like my biggest one is 2,600 grams. That's the big boy. And then I got the DGTV piece. That one like 11 pounds by itself. Had like a 1.5 kilos on the chain, and then the piece like another, I think 4 kilos on the piece.
Hold up, wait. I know the episode is getting really, really good. Before we dive any deeper, I want you guys to go ahead and check out the website and get you some merch, www.richunemployed.net. The link is in the description. These headscarves are available. I got t-shirts available. I got hoodies. I got caps. Go ahead and show your support for this brand, this platform. And let's get back to the episode. Now, I see you got your kids wearing gold too. Your wife, I see the Cubans and stuff like that. So it's like you teaching them the game as well. And it's like, it's a beautiful thing to watch, because like, because kids, they naturally look up to us and they see what we do. And when they see the diamonds, they think that's cool, but you got this gold on. And it's like, tell me about generational wealth, because you said, not verbatim, but these niggas ain't building generational wealth. Like you could see my lineage, my dad.
Yeah, bro, I'm big on results. And like people like, so for me, bro, one of the reasons like my car really won't ever get pulled, because I don't speak on things I'm not educated on.
Yeah.
That's my secret.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers be pillar to post. They want to be on every scene like, oh, I know this. I'm like, nah, bro, I know about 6 things, and I'm going to ride these 6 things to the end of time. So for me, yeah, bro, I do agree. Like that word is thrown around loosely, but by experience, like most people, and salute to them too, but most people can only show you like one generation or one individual in the generation that's been affected by their moves. I can genuinely like go back to my great-grandmother, my grandmother, paying off both their homes, incorporating that into my real estate portfolio. Then I retired my mom at 27 or 28. I'm 33 now. Business partners with my daddy. We own a gun business. We got a gun store in Tampa, a security company, and then, trickling down to my siblings and my children. So I feel like if we talking like actual results and not just big words and like rented houses and cars, most people genuinely cannot show you a presentation of generational wealth. They theorize, and that's okay, like, but it's just like the way it get presented sometimes, like it just, people don't never really scratch their head and think about it, like, damn, bro is talking about generations, so where they at? Nobody asked that shit. He was like, oh yeah, generational wealth, man. Yeah.
I would say maybe, well, for me, like I'll probably be the first one in my family to start building this generational wealth. And a lot of people didn't have like an example, didn't have like, you know, everybody, like the past generations were like working
Absolutely.
people, you know what I'm saying? Like they didn't have an example for it. And you said your parents had businesses?
No. My mom was a school teacher and my pops is retired Secret Service.
Okay. So are you the first to start building generational wealth?
Bro, I had a great uncle, one of my great uncles. He was an entrepreneur. Yeah, I got some uncles that did it, but like in my bracket, I want to say yeah, bro.
When did it start? Like,
It started for me in 2012. I was a 911 dispatcher. Nobody ever believes that, bro. Everybody laugh. They be like, you lying like a motherfucker. But no, bro, I was a 911 dispatcher. I lost that job February 2012. I had a young lady I was messing with at the time. Her aunt was plugged in Foot Action. And then also I found another plug through her directly to Nike. I vividly remember going to buy the LeBron 9 Big Bangs. And I seen the line, that shit was crazy. And her aunt was like, do you want an extra pair? I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So I just lost my job, but I'm out here, I gotta have these LeBrons. I'm like, fuck it, I ain't tripping on the money, I'm gonna get these LeBrons. I see the mayhem, she ended up giving me 2 extra pair. Before I could even get out the line, I flipped them for like $400 a piece. Paid for my shoes and made some extra bread. So by the time I got home, and I was just like, damn, niggas really going crazy about these shoes. And I got somebody who got a direct connect to this and that. And bro, I started a retail business in 2012. Took me 9 months to make my first sale. But that's really how I learned marketing. I ain't really had no books. I just had to trial and error that shit till I figured it out. So it worked perfectly, bro. Like I started out in retail. I became an author in 2015. That book ain't do shit at all. And then the next year, June 8th on my daughter's birthday, that book went #1 in like 12 hours. And I switched over to teaching ever since and never went back to the retail shit.
What was the book about? The first book?
The first book was an autobiography about my life, from like chronicle from like age 3 to 25.
What was the second book about?
That's the one that made me a best-selling author. That's Gods Amongst Men, Volume 1.
And what was, so I guess you learned marketing in between then?
Yeah, from 2012 to 2016, that's when I learned marketing. So by the time I got in this game, like niggas couldn't see me at all because I had been just broke trying to do this shit for 4 years. So like basically what they try to go get out of a book in a day, I had like 4 years to have fun and play. So when I finally crossed over and went viral, I knew how to take that energy and just turn it into millions, like pretty quick.
Now, at what point did the tattoos on the face come about?
I got my face tattooed in 2012. When I lost that job, that was the whole goal. Like basically, because I ain't gonna lie, bro, I struggle with procrastination. And I know like I probably would have bullshitted on, if I hadn't looked like this, I would have bullshitted on entrepreneurship and probably just settled for another job. And none of this would be right now. So I got the first tattoo, bro, and that was just like my disconnect from corporate America. Like I remember just, cause like before I even met Nip and we developed a relationship, like I've been a fan of bro since 2009. And I just remember like running with that energy of, if we ever fuck with corporate America again, it's gonna be a partnership. Like, but we ain't never working for these niggas ever again. And I got hit up probably like 3 times in the first 2 weeks when I lost that job and had like 8 tattoos. It was a wrap. I'm a real obsessive person, so if I like something, I'm gonna indulge in that shit again and again and again.
Now, in the beginning, did you feel like people kind of like shied away from you, like when it came to business, when it did like, cause you got face tattoos?
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, just the perception alone, like not even in business, like individuals, relatives, and all, just like we don't want to be around that shit. Nigga look crazy as fuck. Yeah.
So like, what now though? How is it now? We don't give a fuck now, clearly.
I mean, yeah, bro. I don't give a fuck, but I ain't gonna lie. I do like the direction we going in, where I feel like the world is being forced to be receptive to different things because the people who look different killing shit. So you really, like, you could talk about a nigga appearance all day, but you can't take away their accomplishments.
Can't take away them numbers.
Yeah.
Thanks. Hold up, wait. I know the episode is getting really, really good, but this right here is an ad space, and your ad could be here. If you got a product, if you got a service, if you want to build your brand, you can set an ad right here. So guys, if you guys are interested in putting an ad right here, go ahead and reach out to me on Instagram. If you're thinking about having product placement on the podcast, go ahead and reach out to me. If you guys want to sponsor a whole episode, a whole week, a whole month, a month will be about 8 episodes. If you want to, go ahead and tap in. Back to the episode. I like that. I want to ask you about the Lord, and you have something else called, my bad, bro. I'm thinking too fast. Lord, what is it? Grace. My bad, bro. I don't even know where the fuck Lord I came from. But, and you also have Revelations.
The Course of Revelations.
Course of Revelations.
Yeah.
All right, before we get that started, the Bible. What's your religion?
I don't have none.
No religion. I'm the same way. But you know, like, that's a real touchy subject. And by you being so open and not scared to even connect the two, like, I'm Lord. Right. I got this, you know what I'm saying? Like, where did that come from?
So, bro, initially, I've always questioned religion since I was a little kid.
Me too.
My grandma's Jehovah's Witness, and I used to stay getting in trouble because I would just ask all the wrong shit to me, but I just wanted to know. As I got older, bro, I started around 2015. How old was I? I'm 33. So, bro, I say around like 24, 25. I started dealing in like mushrooms, acid, things of that nature. Ecstasy too, but not that bullshit I was getting from Amsterdam. I was getting that grade A shit, y'all. But anyway, bro, those things unlocked a lot of shit in me and opened my mind up to things that, like, I just never would have fathomed before the age of 24. I remember being out in Vegas and I was just questioning things again. I'm on a trip out in Vegas, and bro, I remember coming back and I had another trip when I made it back to Tampa, bro, and I just got confirmation. And yeah, bro, it's just, I think it's some dope stories in there. Like, the Bible do got some good shit in it, bro, but just logically, none of that shit makes no fucking sense at all. And I don't know how to, like, I just don't have a savior complex, bro. So I feel like all my good and my bad is my fault. It's just a combination of my thoughts, my actions, and my tongue. So if I want a better outcome, I need to think better, I need to speak better, I need to do better. But I ain't gonna lie, bro, I'm an awesome nigga. I'm not giving no other nigga credit blindly, just like, yeah, I gotta give the glory to, like, no, motherfucker, I got up today and made this shit happen. I created a plan of action and went for it. So, bro, I've always struggled with, bro, like, I love my parents, right? This is some shit I really used to struggle with as a child. Like, they would be like, give the credit to God, and I'm just like, how? Like, my daddy, he the fucking man. Like, imagine me skipping my daddy talking about so yeah, bro, it just never sat well. The shit really made no sense at really like 5 years old. I was just like, this is stupid. And just start, researching and digging for myself since then.
I could say, I always question the Bible, right? And I question everything. Because like anything that's just put in front of you, you have to question it. Right. Anything that come on TV, any news, anything, you have to question it because, we're being controlled, right? I don't want to get too deep, but I understand like some of the Bible. It's some facts in there.
Absolutely.
But it was written.
Right.
And things that are written can be manipulated.
Right.
Right. It can be manipulated. And if you want to control the masses, and if everybody believes in this right here, let me take some parts and throw some bullshit in there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because like, okay, just like Revelation, I don't want to get too deep, but they say like they say Revelations is like, oh well, the world's coming to an end because this is what's happening in the Bible. Well, if the motherfuckers that wrote the Bible put it in there and they making this shit happen, of course it looks like the world's about to end.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't want to get too deep on that.
Yeah, bro, we've been in the end of times for a long fucking time.
I'm trying to tell you, right?
I was like 30 years later, we still in the end of
they said the world was ending in 2000.
Remember 2000 where everybody's supposed to die?
Man, I thought this shit was about to end.
No, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I did too. I definitely thought
I was like 11, 10 or some shit.
Yeah, bro, same age.
Yeah, I thought the lights about to turn off. I'm like, man, fuck. But that goes to show you, like, propaganda, like this, it's all about control.
Absolutely.
Now, do you believe that you're a God?
Oh yeah, bro, I absolutely do believe that I'm a God, and I possess what gods do. Like, bro, I asked somebody, I was on live the other day, asked a question, I was like, what's some things y'all pray to the Lord for? They just went to answering. Guidance. a roof over my head, shelter, clothes on my back, transportation, healthy children. And I was like, so how the fuck do y'all question me being the Lord if y'all can see in real time I provide dozens of people with all the things y'all just said and nobody had a response? Bro, I feel like it's just a complex, bro. People need something to follow.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have like a select few that got themselves to follow. Like they have like just simple shit like thou shalt not kill. I kind of identified that. Thou shalt not steal. Like I kind of know like that shit ain't mine. If that ain't mine right there,
right,
do not pick it up and try to leave here with it. But yeah, bro,
it should be common sense. I
agree, 100%.
Okay, what about the 10 Commandments? Do you believe in the 10 Commandments?
Bro, I don't even know all the 10 Commandments.
Me
I just
neither.
know like the 3 I just said.
I feel like, man, you know what's right is right. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course you're not supposed to kill, but if a nigga try this shit, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Got to. It's in the Bible. Shit, they was killing.
Right.
Yeah.
Makes sense. They went to
tearing
war.
Shit up.
Yeah.
Bro, you know that's why it really be complex. Like Jesus hung with. They say he hung with thieves and killers and hoes, and then they cast judgment on me on the internet. Like, what I not literally identify as the Lord? You feel me? Like they'll actually diminish my character by the type of fun I have in my personal life. But Jesus was on the same shit I was on.
Right. Now, do you think it did it mess up your flow of money by
the Lord?
All that,
bro. I'm sure it does, bro. But I'm not gonna lie. It's this thing I do with social media, right? I actually put out shit intentionally that I know is going to like rattle them. And it actually like helps us create like a self-filtering system to get the niggas the fuck out of there who really don't need to be there anyway. So it's certain days I'll post content that I know is gonna trigger them, and that motherfucker fall. The following, bro. My only thing just be like, as long as our back end lining up, like I could have 6,000 followers. Like I know how to convert. So give me 100,000, I'll go turn it into a couple million. Ain't but 5,000 them a year gonna fuck with me anyway. So I don't be tripping, bro. We got formulas on the back end. We ain't doing no tripping on. I mean, shit. I made a Jesus video probably like 3 days ago. I lost like 4,000 followers, but it is what it is.
Hey man, don't play by that religion.
Hey, and they still love me though, cause them niggas still gonna come like type the name in every day and look like, bro, I didn't know you yesterday and I don't know you tomorrow. So like, do whatever the fuck you gotta do on the internet. Unfollow.
Man, listen, people don't play about that religion. They don't play about Jesus.
No, they don't. Bro, I had niggas like threaten me, like hit my DM like, I kill you. And I'm like, damn, bro, y'all supposed to be representatives of Jesus. Like, this shit crazy.
Look at that. Now, let me try to tie this in. So, with the guns and you teaching your kids how to shoot and your wife and stuff how to shoot, okay, what are you preparing for? What are you preparing for?
Bro, I'm prepared. I practice preventative maintenance. So I'm preparing my family for like what's outside, and the country is ran by violence and entrepreneurship. The streets is filled with sex, murder, mayhem, and drugs. So I like, as a parent and as a man, I try to get out in front of what I know gonna affect my family the most and educate them on those things. So when that shit pop up, we know how to handle it. I'm also honest enough to say, like, and this is unfortunate, bro, but the last 4 generations of my family, including me, we've all shot somebody. So to act like gun violence in America is not a big ass deal, and like it ain't like 30 niggas like 2 minutes away from it with 50 switches would just be absurd, bro. So for me, it's just preventative maintenance. Like I understand the grounds we live in. Like we live in a police state. So if niggas not educating themselves on government and law and you live here, you're accident waiting to happen. If you're not trying to figure out how to get rich because middle class is disappearing too, you're an accident waiting to happen. If you ain't strapped and you ain't actively training, you're an accident waiting to happen, in my opinion.
I believe that. Do you think, how can I say this? Do you think let me say this, fuck that. Black people, when we show guns, when you're showing your child how to shoot and hold guns and stuff like that, it has a bad look.
Absolutely.
But when the white people do it, it's okay. Like I see this video of this 9-year-old girl, you know what I'm saying, shooting shit up, and her dad in the background, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, they're preparing their kids, and I don't know what they're preparing their kids for. You know what I'm saying? Because you see what they're doing, right? And it's like looking at black people when just speak on that. Like when black people do it, like why does it look bad? Why does it look bad on us?
I mean, bro, for me, it just go back to, okay, so it's two perspectives, right? Black people actually frown upon it, because I feel like a lot of them practice willful ignorance. And a lot of them still moving with that same passive energy that their ancestors or their mama and daddy or granddaddy may have moved with. Niggas just be trying to get in where they fit in. I like want to rule shit. So a lot of times I look crazy to the black people and I look even crazier to the white people. I mean, shit, I got a nice budget. We got the shit they don't got. Like I know this. I know our collections ain't hitting the same. And two, bro, I think it's just frowned upon. It's like I think they understand it's a war. We don't. So when you see your opponents getting sharper, like that shit may affect you. You know, you may get in your bag. Like, oh, look at these niggas trying to meet us where we at. And then you got other niggas that don't even know what's going on outside. So they just like, man, you're tripping. What the guns for? Yeah. The niggas that are running your fucking house tonight, that's what the guns for. Or them other motherfuckers who know what time it is. And when shit get cracking, we gonna see like, you know, who's unprepared, who get left, who last, who win, whatever. But yeah, bro, on the black perspective, willful ignorance 100%. No other race is affected like us with guns or locked up like us for guns. But we the least educated on either how to carry, how to own it, how to legally get this shit. And then, like I said, we gonna look crazy to the white people, period, because we own what they own. I tell everybody, study the wolves. Like, I ain't make the rules. I just study these motherfuckers and adjust to what they doing and beat them at their own game. So if we getting guns, shit, we getting flamethrowers and guns. If y'all getting houses, then shit, we trying to get commercial buildings, houses, and duplexes. But I love the competitive nature in America. America to me is high stakes poker. And if you don't, and I don't really gamble, like casino gamble, but I gamble with life. I gamble with my dreams, my visions, and my goals. If a nigga don't want to gamble, they need to leave America. This shit not for the passive, and at some point you gonna have to gamble. You can transition to the passive. Like that's the stage I'm at in my life where like I do want to fall back, be human, and not like be in my alpha energy all the time. I want to go somewhere and like let my hair down and be normal. But you got to pay your motherfucking dues before you can transition to that, or you got to be born into wealth. But if you black, all that easy life shit niggas be talking about, like, let me know how that shit work out in like 10 years with the easy life. You gonna get your hands dirty. You gonna put some work in. Yeah.
Nah, that is too real. I like the way you said that, bro. Do you believe in like martial law? Like that shit's on the way?
Bro, I don't believe it's on the way, but I mean, I do believe it's a possibility, but I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think if that ever takes place, I think America may fuck around and wake up and realize that it's way more of us than it is law enforcement. It's absolutely not enough of them. If the country collectively was like, fuck this shit, we bucking.
And they know this. They know
they know that. But they just, you know, they use fear tactics and all that other shit to spook people, but if niggas really use their common sense, they would know, like, bro, it is not enough law enforcement for all the citizens in this country.
How do you feel about switches and extendos?
Bro, I have several extendos. Switches terrify me, bro. It's just some scary ass shit. Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what the kill rate is with them guns, but I would believe it gotta be damn near 100%, or a nigga's a bad shot. But that as fast as that motherfucker coming, I don't see a nigga catching one and then he gonna move or get out the way. Like, them niggas shooting like, they're like Pakistan. I done seen one in person before. That shit is terrifying. And I love guns, but just to know, like, I don't know, bro. It's no control. Like, it's just, that motherfucker squeeze the trigger for 3 seconds, he done shot 30 people. That shit's scary.
Now listen, like, this is a professional guy that handles guns, and the guys that have switches barely know how to shoot.
Yeah, bro, they don't be know how to shoot. Be shooting people ain't got shit to do with nothing. Like, shit be terrible, bro. That, to me, that's why it's more reckless, because y'all niggas y'all basically run around with like handheld machine guns, but your accuracy trash, or you don't watch too many movies, or yeah, you killed somebody ain't got nothing to do with nothing. And I just don't see somebody, if a motherfucker close range, he hit you and he gonna hit you one time with a switch, and they fuck around and shoot you 7 times in 1 second, you out of here.
Shoot anybody close to you. You recently posted something about your friend taking like $60K from you. And what you said was shit, at least I got $60K to lose. You know what I'm saying? And how I looked at it was, $60K is a lot of bread to just fucking lose, but sometimes you gotta pay. That's the price you pay to just lose a fuck nigga, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, take your time. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, bro. The perspective. So, bro, like one thing I've learned with adversity, most people become stagnant or depressed based on their adversity or situation, due to the fact that we don't practice acceptance. So you have to be like intentional about practicing acceptance. Most people want to sit in the why me phase, what happened, I can't believe this, yada, yada, yada. Once you sit in acceptance, bro, that takes away like that victimization period. You just like, bro, it happened, it is what it is. Secondly, bro, I focus on taking my accountability. So I'm going to attempt to identify, did I play any role or could I have done anything different for this outcome? Because like for me, like when I place blame, it actually like soothes and eases me, because like that's kind of like me taking my power back from the person who did it and not saying like, I'm not a victim, I played a part, like, and it is what it is, I'm gonna take my lick. And then lastly, bro, life is just all about perspective. And I just had really thought about it, like, I'd rather be the nigga that could take losses than a nigga that like, I ain't never experienced a loss. I've never, like, bro, for me, life is all about experiences. So for me, it just, a lot of shit I go through is unfortunate, but it just adds to like my level of wisdom and the fact that I'm gonna be a proponent of information for my children or any stranger I'm fucking with at some point, because I really done seen it all, done it all, survived it all, and came out on top. So yeah, bro, for me, it was just flipping the narrative, and that shit made me feel 100% better to be like, I'm not really tripping on my money missing. Shit, I'm just glad like I'm a nigga that can miss that type of money and still go lay in a big ass house and wake up tomorrow and be like, what's for breakfast casually? While smoking weed with a robe on.
Now, do you have to like watch people closely now? Did it shift the way like you treat people or watch people?
Bro, I'm gonna say it did temporarily, but I have also been like intentionally working on like not hardening myself in my current based on my past. So like it's triggering. Like it's still certain shit I identify with and want to shut down and be like, get this bitch out of here, get these niggas out of here. Yeah. But bro, it just having constant reminders to like not hold new people accountable for old shit. It's easier said than done though, cause I literally just started doing that at 33. Like I definitely be holding niggas accountable for shit that happened when I was 16. Like yeah, fuck all y'all. Nigga tried me. He stole my bike when I was 12. Fuck yeah.
Let's get into this drugs, cause I fuck with shrooms for sure, and a lot of people like kind of shy away from the shrooms. Like, nigga, you taking shrooms?
That's the white people shit.
Yeah, like that's natural shit though. That's natural drugs. Y'all motherfuckers taking all type of shit, pills and like cocaine, all type of shit. But how long you been fucking?
For the record, bro. I'm gonna try coke before I die. I do want one time. I want bump a line. I'm gonna try some coke.
Let me tell you this, right? I'm gonna try it if I go to Colombia, Cuba, and that motherfucker like at least 90% of some shit. I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, but in America, ain't no telling what the fuck that shit is.
With some fentanyl, you never wake up.
Man, I'm telling you.
It ain't even worth trying coke right now the way fentanyl floating.
Facts. I ain't touching that shit. But I'm telling you what, if I'm down there, I got to. It's just the experience.
Right.
You know
same here, bro.
Nigga don't want to get addicted to it, but 99% cocaine, like shit.
Yeah, bro, I done some of not everything, but I done a lot of shit. Cocaine up there, but I heard like it's a good time. Yeah. I heard like it's an energy boost, and then like a few minutes it wear off. So I'm gonna just see what that be like one time.
How long have you been taking shrooms?
I've been taking shrooms since 2000. My baby's 6. Since 2015.
Okay. And what about, well, how frequent do you take shrooms?
Bro, I don't do it 24/7. I kind of do it when I know I need some new downloads, or I know like it's some shit I'm trying to sort out, and I just can't conjure it up myself, so I need that extra boost. So bro, I would say like maybe every 2 or 3 months. It ain't often. It's probably like 5 times a year.
Okay. What about LSD?
Pretty much the same, bro. I bounce between acid and shrooms. That's my drug of choice. I mean, I smoke weed all the time or edibles, but when I want to like get some clarity or go on a trip, it's acid or shrooms. I've done DMT 3 times. That was absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm typically mushrooms are acid.
Now, it'd
be hard to get DMT.
What is the difference between the two? Because they're both psychedelics,
Right?
but two different things. And I feel like when I took, I ain't telling nobody I took acid, but when I took fucking acid, you could feel like the chemical, like you could feel it.
Right.
It's a difference versus that shroom feeling. And I mean, both are pleasing, and it takes you to a. I think it opens your third eye. You know,
absolutely.
Explain the difference between the two.
Bro, the best way I would put it is, I feel like acid is shroom big brother. Like shroom's the sister.
Yeah.
She's gentle. You hear me? You're gonna feel it coming up. You're like, okay, I'm feeling tingly, legs feeling a little wiggly.
Yeah.
There it is. Acid to me like train wreck, bro. Like I put that strip in my mouth, give it like 60 seconds. You know, but not right away, but
seconds?
no, I hold the strip for 60 seconds.
Okay.
Throw that out. Give it like 30 minutes and that motherfucker get you to your destination like lightning speed. Sure. That's how I feel like, bro. Like they was brother and sister, like she going through the garden just and her brother is motherfucking full speed. Like they going to the same place, but that nigga's on a mission.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, that's acid for me. A lot of times acid more convenient because they don't have a taste. Shrooms are disgusting. So like when I do them now, I blend them. I make a smoothie and I just drink my smoothie.
Same shit. That shit made me want to throw up when I get to chewing that shit.
Oh yeah, no, bro, chewing, yeah. So bro, how do you dose?
It depends on the situation. Like if I'm doing it at my crib, in the mornings I would microdose. I couldn't take too much. I had to microdose. In a situation like at night, depending on who I'm around, I'd take a whole 3 grams, 2.5. If I'm in Miami on a boat, I'm taking 3.5. Yeah. Take me all the way up. Yeah. So yeah, it just depends, man. But I don't take it often. Like I don't even like taking them often because I don't want to. Because you know, as you smoke weed, the tolerance go down, or whatever, up, down, whatever. So I don't want to lose that. When I take it, I want that same feeling. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if the tolerance starts. You know what I'm saying? Going up. Does it? You know?
For me, bro, it hasn't affected mine. I actually, when I do shrooms, I typically smoke as well, and it just be them combined, just be an amazing thing. Or when I'm coming down, I'm gonna smoke so I can like get some real good rest.
Where you get your weed from?
Bro, I got a dude out in bro from San Diego. They take care of me out there, dude I fuck with. Shout out to bro. I don't even know if bro me to say his name, but he gifted me a whole 2 pounds for my birthday. And like bro, I cried like a baby. Like, that shit really. So bro, a lot of people don't buy me shit. I always buy people shit, so niggas kind of forget me on my birthday. I get a text, but that's it. But bro like came to the crib and gave me a whole 2 pounds, and that shit like really made my day.
That was up. Let me not skip over this. Ecstasy. Because you said ecstasy does something, like, I tried ecstasy, and I can't even describe what the fuck, it gives me confidence. But it does, like, I popped it one night, right? I took a Tesla, you know what Tesla, right?
I never had one, but
man, I took a half of that motherfucker, and I was up all night, nigga. I did like 3 podcasts, nigga, back to back. I just couldn't stop talking.
Right.
I mean, I had a bunch of energy, so I had to let this shit go. But what does ecstasy do for you?
Bro, honestly, ecstasy for me. So back when I was taking it, they were called triple stacks. I won't take ecstasy these days just because of fentanyl. Like shit just ain't safe. But bro, it was similar to shrooms and acid. Like it had a similar feel, like a psychedelic type of trip, but it was more sexual for me, like just physical. Like we would take those and turn up. Shrooms and acid give you clarity. For me, ecstasy is just like a booster when you want to cut up and do some wild shit.
I hate to say this on camera, but my shit wasn't working, bro. Shit wasn't working, man.
That I know for me, like on shrooms, after the peak, like my body shut down, so it ain't gonna be no action. We gonna have fun and laugh and shit, but it won't be no action. My body be way too at ease.
All right, bet. I thought I was tripping. You said, referring back to, you know, people don't remember you on your birthday. And then you said another statement on your gram. You was like, being a real nigga or being that nigga, it gets lonely. Elaborate on that.
Yeah, bro, like that nigga in the sense of like, you know, people use it saying like I'm that nigga. So some of the stuff a lot of the stuff I try to educate people on now is the downside of success. That shit come with entitlement, that shit come with isolation. And I've come to realize, bro, like anybody that's seeking success, I feel like they need to mentally prepare themselves to basically have a revolving door for damn near 90% of the people that they're gonna encounter on the way to success. Because the bulk of these people, they're gonna approach it with motives. So you either gonna make that motive happen or you're not. But either way, they're gonna get the fuck on. They're gonna get what they want and get the fuck on, or they're not gonna get what they want and they're gonna get the fuck on. So I've realized, bro, like when motherfuckers say it's lonely at the top, I get it. It's a revolving door. So like a lot of people that you was mobbing with the last 5 years, they're not gonna make it to year 7. And then even these new motherfuckers you're gonna encounter, because you are the man, you gonna get an abundance of attention. Like, bro, one thing I learned, like 50 said this years ago, he was like, a successful man is gonna get an adequate amount of attention as a beautiful woman. And like, I feel for women who are highly attractive because you attract everything. At least like, you know, if you dusty, you know, you only gonna get a certain type of energy, or if you this and you that, but when you the shit overall, you attract an abundance of attention, and most of that shit is gonna be trash and have motives and agendas. So yeah, bro, I've learned like that top spot lonely. People be wanting it, but that shit come with a lot of like interpersonal shit that like the money can't soothe, the houses or the pussy or the drugs. Like it just be a lot of shit you gotta sit with as an individual.
Now, is the price of success worth it?
Bro, that's actually my favorite song, Price of Fame by Brent Faiyaz. That's my shit. Hell yeah, bro, it's worth it. I'm not gonna lie. I would absolutely not change none of that shit. Fuck that, y'all. If y'all was looking for one of them philosophical, down-to-earth answers, fuck no. Yeah, bro, it's worth it. I think just understanding balance and knowing how to nurture both parts of you is important. I struggle with balance. Like if I'm on something, I'm just on that, and I'll neglect everything until we get whatever we claim we gonna get. So I'm finding balance now, like pouring into myself for doing shit for me just as much as I do for the gram or a course or a class or my children, my baby mamas, my mama, my siblings, whatever. But hell yeah, it's worth it, bro. Who the fuck wanna like, you know, have a lack of or be without? Like,
right.
Yeah, bro, I was literally just talking to her about that. Like, we have created a narrative that we're gonna have to live with until we die. Like, my children are gonna inherit this narrative based off all the shit they daddy was talking, all them chains, all them houses. So it's gonna be certain shit that they don't even want and signed up for that they just gonna have to deal with based off the success. But I don't think anybody in their right mind will hand that shit back and be like, no, you know what, fuck it, just give it all back. But man, shit, this is America. I need both.
I mean, you know, the statement is like, I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce than be sad in a Honda.
For sure.
Some shit like that.
Yeah.
Same way. Is that why you got so many kids? Like, them your friends? You know they'll never turn their back on you?
Bro, they really are my friends. So look, I'm gonna tell you something though. That I learned like within the past 48 hours. So bro, I do have a habit of creating children because I do genuinely like only surround myself with my children, and I don't really fuck with adults like that. But what I learned is like I needed to get to the root of why don't you fuck with adults like that? Because you're now creating little people that you're gonna put expectations on because you want them to fill the void of the fact that you don't fucking like adults like that. So I will say, bro, I do that, but like I like literally realized in the past 2 days, like, all right, that's kind of not a good thing. And I might want to like reevaluate having children all over the place to suffice the fact that I'd rather spend time with my children and grown people, because the key word is children all over the place. Like they have to deal with that aspect. I'm just being selfish, like, well, shit, I don't like these grown niggas, so I'm just gonna surround myself with y'all. Yeah. But like on the back end, like they gonna have to pay for that shit at some expense, cause I don't like grown people, so I just rather have a bunch of babies and not fuck with grown people.
That's a good answer. That's what's up. I ain't got no kids yet, bro.
Oh, for real?
None. And I'm waiting patiently though. But when I start, they coming out.
Yeah.
Back to back to back.
Yeah, bro, go and get them out of the way.
Back to back to back. I want to ask you this. How many baby mamas you have? 2.
4. I got 4 women who've had children from me.
How are your relationships with your baby moms?
What's a good way to answer this? Bro, I think our relationships are good, but it requires me to be a version of myself that I don't always like or that is not good for me. So the relationships are good as long as I adhere to whatever version that they still stuck at with me. But when I try to like speak on some big dog shit, they get offended. I'm talking down to them, yada, yada, yada. So the relationships are amazing as long as I be the nigga that they knew at 18. Mm-hmm. But if I'm like Lord at 33, our conversations don't go that well because we just don't align. They align with like the younger me, just being honest. Mm-hmm. Not all of them, but for the most part, all of them.
Do you tell them to call you Lord?
Yeah. No, bro, really like, I be on my Lord shit.
What's up, man? You see this tattoo right
I
here,
ain't
bro?
gonna lie though, they don't all call me that. Like somebody like, man, get the fuck out of here. I ain't calling you Lord, but I've asked nicely.
my name is Lord now. But yeah, this tattoo on my neck, bro, this means the God.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel about myself. I'm a God. Does money play? Does the old you was broke? No.
Nah, bro.
Not broke.
My pops always put me on game. Like I never.
But you at a new level now.
I mean, I was broke doing entrepreneurship because niggas just be having invested all for their dreams, but like just a strong period of life broke. Hell no. Mm-hmm.
So what I was trying to ask was like, okay, the way they knew you, the old you and the new you now, is like now you at another level. It's like, does the new you play a big factor? It's like, okay, well, I'm this nigga now. I got money, and it's like, does that play a factor? The way they treat you?
The mothers of my children?
Yes.
Bro, you know, it's crazy you asked that. Me and her was just having a conversation yesterday, and one of the mothers of my children does like actually, I feel like she celebritized my existence. Mm-hmm. So she actually doesn't really treat me as human as I would like. I'm more of like an object, a thing that can like provide and, or she just make like remarks like, oh, that's what rich niggas do and like, no, it's just what people who have more resources, like just the quality of life or shit that they like, so they buy nicer things. But for the most part, bro, it's copacetic. But there's a couple of them that like, yeah, the money, I feel like it play a role in how they approach me now and like if our relationship is amazing or not.
I don't want to get too deep in your business, but that was, I had some great questions. That's crazy. Tell us about your video game before we get out of here. The video game that's coming out.
All right, so the video game is based on the teachings. I created a concept years ago called in-home banking. And the video game is based on the in-home banking teaching. So it's like an intertwining of GTA, but sprinkled with black culture and shit that we could actually learn from. So they'll have missions where they like re-gentrify the neighborhood by way of violence. Not promoting that, but I mean, shit.
It's like, happening. I mean, shit.
Yeah. But our culture gonna come through and re-gentrify. Or they could just free will shit like GTA. They could just run around and cause havoc. Could be cool or whatever the case is. But yeah, bro, honestly, it's going to be violence. It's going to be hella education on money, and it's just gonna be dominance on our behalf as a culture, because I feel like this is a game that's gonna actually like positively represent us on some upright, taking our shit back type energy. And the gaming industry is $1 billion industry, so like to everybody that haven't bought a book or a curriculum yet, y'all might want to, because I'm honest enough to tell y'all, when I crack for like 30 to 50 million, I'm not teaching y'all niggas probably nothing else. I'm gonna go spend like the bulk of my bread in real estate and go be a full-time daddy. I got way too many kids, bro. Like one thing I realized too, I got way too many kids to still be a busy man. That's like unfair to like keep procreating and just being like, hey, well, until you like 3, you gonna spend the bulk of your time with your mama because I'm out trying to put the family on. But like, nigga, slow your ass down and then like get 10 years ahead and then keep having kids. So at the rate that I be going, bro, it's not even fair to be like a busy dad. Like that shit used to look cool on the gram and sound cute, but it's really not. Like when you lose in touch with your children, or you're not as influential as you want to be, but like you got 9 houses, like okay, but you're a lame ass daddy, nigga. I ain't speaking on me because I'm an amazing father.
Yeah.
But like just imagine like you brag worthy on the ground because you smart and got money, but your kids don't brag about your ass at all. Just like, oh, that nigga home. You know, he finna go get on the computer and ignore us. Good night.
Because they can't really see the money. The money, they don't understand the money. They understand time, right?
All right, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My top 4, they scheming asses definitely understand the money.
How old?
Like Derrick got a $7,000 grill. His grill costs more than my shit.
Damn. How old is he?
He 14. His shit $7K. Run around with 2 Cubans on. He got this identical piece, but his shit rose. And then he like Derrick a grill was $7K. She got a kilo Cuban and a plain Jane Rollie. My other kids like literally spent $3,000 on Apple Pay, scheming and shit, buying Robux. So, bro, they understand money for sure. The top 4,
That's crazy.
they be working their move, bro. They definitely understand money. They be saying like, you know, they've been on jets before. So, I know my daughter asked her birthday tomorrow. And she's like, Daddy, for my birthday, I want to go to Puerto Rico on the jet. And I'm just like, yeah, it's definitely $100,000 flight. Fuck the resort and trying to have fun. So, they understand how to spend that shit for sure.
That was up. So when the game coming out? How far?
Bro, we rolling it out. Well, it's already technically fall, but we rolling it out this fall. We going fully independent. What a lot of people don't know is like when you fucking with PlayStation or what is it, Xbox, they can dictate your price point. They can dictate the content of your game, and they can dictate what was it? The distribution, just so you can get that little blue box with they stamp on that shit.
Yeah.
And for me, that stamp don't mean enough. So we going the rogue route. It's gonna be an independent project like every other thing I did, and we'll do it the hard way, and then I'll just sit back and collect the bulk of the funds and tell them kiss my ass.
What's the hard way? Creating your own game system or?
No. The hard way is just going rogue and not having that stamp of approval. So
what
like,
is rogue? What does that mean?
Basically, like just going the independent route. Like we not gonna go through any of these gaming consoles to get acceptance into their marketplace. We'll create a digital version of it and a disc version that can still be leveraged in different consoles. But I'ma personally have to print those cases and print those discs.
Okay.
Like I just ain't gonna have the stamp of approval to have an Xbox sign on my shit. So I may lose some validity in the game world because they're gonna be like, oh, why his shit look like that? Because we did all that shit at the grill.
What's up? Oh. Bars though. Real shit. Damn man, bro, this is a great interview, bro. I knew this. I was up last night at like 5:30 in the morning. Like, this is gonna be one of them ones, bro. Like, and it wasn't really about money. It wasn't really. It was just about your life, real life shit, and like you was really open about it. Drugs, like real nigga shit. And I appreciate the conversation.
All them influencer niggas is fucked up.
Yeah,
they just be lying.
Right.
And I don't know why. Like, I mean, I guess I get it. Like, they got corporate relationships that want to look a certain way. I respect it, but yeah, bro. Like, they fucked up too. I just don't care about sharing mine. And yeah, bro. Like, I heard you mention it was more about not the money, but that's where I'm at, bro. I'm transitioning away from like. Some I be realizing, bro. Like, I be fighting a losing game. Like, I'm going on year 11. And no disrespect to nobody else, but I be competing. I be mentally like watching the ground, watching other people and they moves. You'll find yourself competing with some niggas who in their rookie year. And like the gram is a dangerous place at times because it's a huge delusion. But like if we really like rolled out deed sheets, I know real estate niggas that ain't got they names attached to as many deeds as I got. I know niggas who claim they gurus who can't, like our land mass ain't the same. I know niggas who put that shit on, but if we just laid all our gold on the table, it ain't the same. So it really took somebody I fuck with. Shout out to Jake Taylor Jacobs, but bro hit me one day and he was just like, who you competing with? And I was just like, what you mean? He was like, bro, he's like, you look like you're actively like gunning for somebody. He was like, I don't know if niggas done told you, but like you kind of like the nigga who pioneered shit and made the blueprint that niggas is trying to like actually emulate. And like that's why I say, bro, I just be big on actual results. And sometimes I fall victim to the same shit a lot of people fall victim to. Like I may see you doing numbers, bro, and be like, damn, I want content like, bro, why my shit ain't hitting like that? Next thing I know, I'm studying your page trying to get that. Bro, you got a rectangle shot that can't be fucked with. Like, I do content. I watch shit. I watch how the brain works. So I know, like, bro, you cracking niggas on a level that, like, a lot of these niggas ain't even figured out yet. Like, cracking their ass because you providing a whole new experience to the eyes. But anyway, I would find myself in a space, like, no disrespect to nobody, bro, but just, like, competing with my older little bros. Because I'm pretty much younger than most people who are in my industry, but we just figured out shit a lot earlier, fortunately. But yeah, bro, I'm like off the money. So like money's still a necessity in this country, but peace of mind, happiness, and like oneness and yeah, bro, that shit is like way more important. Cause a nigga you gonna unravel the bread anyway. Like imagine, yeah, bro, niggas a real deal be out here winning on Instagram, but whole life be in shambles. I ain't trying to be that guy, bro.
For real though.
I've been reeling my shit back in before I be one of them niggas that like, yeah, he cool to y'all, but his kids don't like his ass.
Instagram is a happy place, bro.
Yeah.
Niggas don't put they downfalls. They don't put when they crying and sad. It's a happy place, bro.
Yeah, everybody winning, bro.
Everybody
millionaires and yeah.
Everybody, and they do it just for the gram. Like, I can only be me, bro. Like, I can't be one of these niggas that's capping or trying to portray an image. Like, I can only be me, and I don't even want to be associated around people like that because they'll brush off and hold on. Like, when they find out this nigga capping shit, this nigga's capping too.
Bro, that's why I don't come out often, bro.
Yeah.
I think this is the first interview I've done since last October with 85 South, but yeah, bro, I don't be at the functions. I don't be at none of it. Bro, that shit, it look weird. And them cringy ass daps and hugs. I'm like, man, y'all niggas, we don't like each other, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Well, let's all throw our arms around each other and show black wealth. Like, nigga, I'm going home. Fuck y'all.
You seem like the type of nigga that once you say 30 mil or something, like you moving out the country.
I ain't gonna move out, bro, but I'm moving deep into the country. Bro, I'm dead ass. Like, I hope they taking me serious, bro, because I promise you, 30 million tangible, man, I'm not telling nigga click the link in the bio ever again. When I cracked them for 11 million 2 years ago, I knew exactly what to do with it. We came up 7-8 houses, gold, opened a gun store, FFL, a lot of like generational type shit. I hit them for 30. Man, we gonna grab like 20 more cribs, duck off. I plan to buy my neighborhood that I live in now. It's 13 in there. I got 3 of them so far in a year. Well, 2 years. It's 9 more in there because it's a lot. I got the lot. But yeah, bro, I'm dumping that shit into real estate and I'm gonna go ride 4-wheelers and do mushrooms and
Facts. I'm gonna get up out this
just
country.
wear big robe shirts with no drawers and just be riding around having a ball.
Life.
With some Yeezys.
Life, bro. Niggas don't understand life, bro, man. Tell you. These motherfuckers.
Bro, that's exactly where I'm at, bro. I want to live. Yeah. Bro, I realized like I got 7,000 square foot, 7 bed, 7 bathroom, and it's just parts of my house that I haven't even identified with in 2 years. And niggas be putting all that work in to go get those assets and don't even like enjoy them.
Yeah.
Just to pop shit. Like, bro, I realized like I could talk shit like, yeah, I got 8 houses, but nigga, you ain't got no memories in none of them. You ain't like, you're not actually enjoying the house. You show that shit as like your leverage point to show niggas you the real thing, but when you done with this video, you finna go put your face in your computer and still not enjoy that big ass house that you trying to entice us with. Like, that shit just backwards.
I said some shit on the gram the other day, bro, and I hope when people see this, bro, like they grab the gems from this, bro, because I was like, what the fuck is we really out here doing for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, we really out here just to say, nigga, I got these cars, I got these hoes, I got this jewelry, but like, what the fuck is the real end goal for real? And it's like, you know this shit. You have a clear vision of where you trying to go, and you headed there, and it's like, niggas is lost, bro.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I've seen the memes and I realized that, bro. Like, a lot of niggas, the gram can be addictive.
Yeah.
So a lot of niggas get so caught up in the game that they never figure out, like, everybody gotta retire. There gotta be some type of exit strategy. Otherwise, you're gonna be 60 years old, still trying to play this shit at a high level. You're gonna go out washed, like, go out on top. So for me, bro, it's peace of mind. Like, bro, like, the greatest wealth for me is, like, peace and love. And, like, it's hard for me to obtain those things if I'm head first with the wolves every morning. Like, bro, I even realized like the pressure that money come with got the possibility to eradicate all other parts of your life. So like some of them never gonna know peace because niggas is just over invested with money. And if your attachment to like completion is by way of money, then nigga you never gonna be happy because once you get $1 million, you go on 2, then you go on 5, then you go on 10. Like you never gonna find completion. So for me, bro, I went from saying like, oh, we gonna be billionaires to like, look, we're gonna create a life budget. Give me a passive, like, bro, I would take 100 passive K a month over an active 400,000-500,000. That shit just, I've done it. Like the most money I ever made in a month was 1.625 million. But the wear and tear on your body, the neglect from your partner, your children, or like even the upside when you get the money, the entitlement, like, brother, it's a lot of shit with success that just stank, but niggas don't. I get it, they ain't never been there, so they don't even conjure those parts. Or just being like 48, still doing the same shit. Like niggas that say, oh, to go to a job for 30 years is insanity. Nigga, to hustle on Instagram for 30 years got to be fucking insanity too. Like, take your ass home, bro. You don't got no kids you want to love on. Like, you don't want to get to love yourself. Or yeah, bro. I'm trying to actually like enjoy the fruits of my labor. I've been bragging about my labor for like 10 years, but I actually want to like go quiet on niggas and just enjoy those big ass houses I got.
We gonna end it right there, man. That shit was too real. I appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Man, Lord Grace.
Lord Grace.
You feel me? In the God Finesse. Fuck that. Hey, man, call me God Finesse from now on. So, I appreciate you guys tuning in, bro. I pray that y'all got something from this. Until we meet next time, Rich and Unemployed podcast. Actually, the network, #1 podcast in the world. Oh wait, fuck that. Hold on. Wait. No. We got to speak about the importance of speaking life into self. I can't forget that.
Absolutely.
I know when I wake up,
right?
Right?
My favorite topic.
Listen, bro, that shit, they don't, man, listen. I made my own affirmation, bro.
Got to.
And I recorded it, got the little fucking meditation music in the background, and I go to sleep to that shit. I wake up to that shit.
Right.
Before this interview, nigga, I'm telling myself, like, nigga, I'm the #1 podcast in the world. I'm telling myself this shit. And it's like, I was telling myself this shit months ago. It's like, now it's starting to come to fruition. Like, people, it's starting to become reality for real. But what do you tell yourself?
On a consistent one, bro, I remind myself that I'm amazing. I am handsome as a motherfucker. I am powerful. I cannot be fucked with. I'm genius level. We just the biggest of the biggest. And like, I'm the oracle. This is like a conversation I generally have with my children. But I remind them that graces, we the oracles. And everything flows from us. We are like the foundation. So any standards, any rules and regulations, we have to we set those. Like basically, bro, we just set the tone. We the best looking, most amazing, most dangerous, most articulate motherfuckers on the planet. And I ain't gonna lie, bro, I encourage my children to overstate their strengths and also their weaknesses. Like, so we will and we are. You feel me? Like if it's a weakness, like I'm down like 24 pounds in 3 months now. But I'm not where I want to be. So I'm going to say shit like, I will get to 220 even. I will get to 210. And I am a handsome motherfucker that's genius level, and ain't none of these niggas on this planet fuck with me. So, bro, that's typically how mine go. I hype myself up. I'm going to talk my shit. And then, bro, that's something people still ain't figured out on Instagram. I literally like leverage social media to talk my shit. Because the shit like, just how you record yourself, bro. I just be posting random videos like, bro, literally did one while you was upstairs. I was just like, I'm a good looking motherfucker by zooming on the screen.
Yeah.
But bro, like, not only did my mama do that, because my mama created that narrative to begin with. She would wake us up every morning like, I got the most handsome boys in the world, most smartest boys in the world. A nigga can't tell me that I'm not genius level. And ain't nobody on the planet gonna tell me like I ain't handsome. And she remind me I got a perfect nose all the time, and like my jawline is amazing, and I got long hair, and I'm just a good looking ass motherfucker, bro. So that'd be my biggest thing every morning, pouring into myself, talking that shit. And the biggest thing is, and I'm sure you can relate, bro, people don't understand it's even more important if you're on social media, because you're making yourself receptive to an abundance of negative or positive opinions. If niggas knew how much motherfuckers attempted to tear me down, they would tell me to affirm myself more. Niggas would literally text me like, I'm praying for you, bro, because niggas said some wild shit in your DMs yesterday. So for me, bro, it's super important because we stepping into uncharted territory. Internet ain't got no regulations, which means a nigga can say anything out his fucking mouth that he feel like, because he know he's saying it from the comfort of his home, or we ain't figured out his IP address yet. But yeah, bro, so with that being said, I have to put my armor on. I have to go out every day with a big shield and protect myself and my peace and my confidence, because these niggas gonna do everything they can to destroy it just because I'm me.
I think the number one rule is to believe what you're saying too.
That's a
because
fact.
If you don't believe it, like you have to believe it, because someone can say anything and it can veer you off from what the fuck you believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, nigga, you ugly.
Right.
How the fuck you gonna tell me if I know? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you have to believe what you're saying.
Bitch, I created a standard.
Yeah.
How you gonna tell the Lord he ugly?
Yeah.
You niggas wouldn't know the word ugly if the Lord hadn't given you the tools to create an alphabet. How you gonna tell the Alpha and Omega of all this shit what he is? I am everything. I am all things. Like, you can't tell me nothing. I'm the only one who can tell me something.
Did you get this from like The Secret? Where'd you get this from?
No, bro, I have read The Secret. Years ago. I ain't fully read it, but I did read a good deal of it. No, bro, that really came from me identifying how like the quote unquote Lord moved with religion. Like, I never been to the Bible, but I have studied other things since then, since being a man. And bro, just having a high level of confidence that I genuinely do feel like if God is real, bro, like I'm really a gift. Like, he really put me here to help these motherfuckers. Like, he might have 20 gifts. I'm like one of them 20 because I'm a bad motherfucker. So yeah, bro, it really developed from my confidence and just knowing that. One thing I learned big, bro, with shrooms is I learned that like we give ourselves very little credit for how much control we actually have over our lives. And I would literally go on trips and change my reality like mid through my trip. And bro, the biggest realization I took from that is like our minds are like the most powerful shit. And if you can convince yourself of some shit, like you gonna stand on that shit 100%. They ain't gonna be able to tell you nothing else. Like a nigga can't, bro, I've never done martial arts, but a nigga can't tell me that if we was in a room with 7 niggas, I am gonna move like Neo and kill everybody in the room and make it out of there with no scratches. Like I'm a John Wick some shit and they got no John Wick training. So the same way that religious people really believe like they going to heaven is the same way I believe like I create heaven or hell. Whichever I want to roam in for my period on this earth, I'm gonna create it and I'm gonna sit in that motherfucker happily.
Man,
or unhappily.
Don't get too deep for these niggas, man. Heaven to hell, man. Because I totally believe that, man. Because heaven and hell is right here on earth.
Absolutely.
And it's really about your mindset, because you could be living in hell or you could be living in heaven. You think these rich billionaires motherfuckers, where you think they living at? And where you think these motherfuckers in the projects living at? So you got to get yourself up out of there. You know what I'm saying? If you have to pull yourself up out of hell. Man.
I agree.
You know some shit, bro. You know
Appreciate
some shit. You know some shit, boy. I talk to you all goddamn night. All right. We're going to end it this time for sure. That's all the questions I got for homie. Man, I appreciate you coming through again, man.
Appreciate you having me, bro.
#1 podcast in the world. Remember that. Next time.
Appreciate you, bro.
That was dope, bro. Why you don't change your Instagram name?
I tried, bro. They won't let me. So I had to add it to my bio. It say like that bold name. It says Lord Derrick Grace. I tried to put Lord on my shit, and they was like, "We're afraid that you have too many followers." And it was basically saying like they may not be able to follow. I was just like, it gave me a warning like.